Explosive news just dropped. Chelsea suffered a shocking defeat, a former Real Madrid star is on the radar, Newcastle United had an epic Carabao Cup triumph, and a defensive gem is drawing massive Premier League attention. You do not want to miss this. We're diving deep into Chelsea's unique loss, analyzing the player ratings and what went wrong in that flat, boring, toothless performance against Newcastle United. It was a game that felt different, and the stats don't lie about how poorly the team performed. Then, get ready for a potential blockbuster transfer. Real Madrid's former academy midfielder, Chema Andres, is turning heads. Newcastle United, Arsenal, and Manchester City are all reportedly monitoring the 20-year-old, who's making waves in Germany. Will he return to the Bernabeu, or is a Premier League move on the cards? And we're celebrating a massive milestone. It's been a year since Newcastle United lifted the Carabao Cup, defeating Liverpool in a historic final. We'll relive the key moments, the player performances, and the incredible celebrations that followed. Plus, is Lewis Hall already attracting a £70 million bid from Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal? Stay tuned for all the details. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Chelsea's unraveling. A unique defeat stuns Stamford Bridge. This wasn't just another loss for Chelsea. It was a performance described as uniquely flat, boring, and toothless, especially given the high stakes of the match. While Newcastle United secured the win with a defensive breakdown, the focus remains on Chelsea's uninspired display. The player ratings paint a grim picture, with 11 out of 14 players falling into the subpar range. Goalkeeper Sanche managed to clear a low bar, making the expected saves without major errors, but he was an outlier in a sea of disappointment. Even Reece James, who played in midfield and then at right back, couldn't spark the team, his late effort against the post being the closest they came to scoring. The collective failure was palpable, with no player rising above the mediocrity. Fans and pundits alike are dissecting this performance, questioning the team's approach and execution. The lack of attacking threat and general lethargy has left supporters searching for answers. But what does this mean for the future? And can Newcastle United continue their impressive run? Real Madrid's hidden gem, Chema Andres and the Premier League pursuit. Real Madrid is keeping a watchful eye on former academy talent Chema Andres, a 20-year-old midfielder who has blossomed since his move to Stuttgart. His impressive performances are now attracting significant attention from top Premier League clubs, including Newcastle United, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Andres left the Bernabeu for €3 million in search of first-team action, but Madrid strategically included a €10 million buyback clause and retained 50% of any future transfer fee. This season, he's already notched 2 goals and 1 assist in 30 appearances, catching the eye of scouts across Europe. Newcastle United representatives have reportedly watched him multiple times, assessing a potential summer swoop. Despite the growing interest, Andres is focused on his development at Stuttgart. However, Real Madrid holds a strong hand with their buyback option, positioning them to benefit financially or reacquire the player. The coming months will be crucial as Premier League clubs intensify their monitoring while Madrid weighs its options. From rising stars to legendary triumphs, what's next on our news agenda? A year of glory, Newcastle United's Carabao Cup triumph remembered. It's been 1 year since Newcastle United etched their name in history, defeating Liverpool in the 2025 Carabao Cup final to end a decades-long wait for major silverware. Head coach Eddie Howe reflects on the entire competition, from early rounds to the final victory, as a source of immense pride. Howe emphasizes that the win wasn't just about the result, but the manner of victory, a disciplined, brave, and belief-driven performance where every player executed at their highest level. This triumph was particularly significant after the heartbreak of the 2023 final. Kieran Trippier, a veteran of both finals, highlights how lessons learned from past defeats shaped their approach, leading to a well-prepared and focused performance against Liverpool. The atmosphere was calm internally, a stark contrast to the external noise, allowing them to execute their game plan flawlessly. The match itself was sealed by moments of brilliance, notably Dan Burns' opening goal from a Trippier corner, a dream scenario for the Geordie defender, and a significant moment for a club starved of final success. The team's tactical routines and execution were key, as was their resilience in the second half, especially after Liverpool pulled one back late in stoppage time, echoing past heartbreaks. Ultimately, the full-time whistle confirmed a victory that meant the world to the club and its supporters, ending a long wait and breaking a perceived curse. But the celebrations aren't the only thing making headlines for Newcastle United this season. Lewis Hall, the £70 million sensation, drawing elite club attention. Newcastle United is preparing for a summer transfer storm surrounding defender Lewis Hall, with Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal reportedly closely monitoring the young talent. Scouts from these Premier League giants have been observing Hall, potentially eyeing significant moves at the end of the season. Hall's reputation extends beyond England, with interest also coming from RB Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, and top La Liga clubs. A standout performance against Barcelona in the Champions League is cited as a turning point, elevating his status. Despite this intense interest, Newcastle is determined to keep Hall, viewing him as a crucial part of their long-term project and prioritizing the sale of fringe players to meet financial regulations. They are even preparing a new contract with a substantial pay rise to signal their intent. Extracting Hall from St. James Park would require a colossal fee, likely starting at a minimum of £65.70 million, potentially setting a new record for a fullback. With his current contract running until 2029, Newcastle holds all the leverage. His growing reputation, tactical versatility, and homegrown status further inflate his value. While his future is a major transfer saga in the making, Hall's immediate focus is on Newcastle's Champions League clash against Barcelona. And that wraps up our top stories for today. What a lineup! What a whirlwind of sports news. We saw Chelsea's surprising defeat against Newcastle, the buzz around former Real Madrid midfielder Chema Andres, the epic one-year anniversary of Newcastle United's Carabao Cup win, and the massive interest in Lewis Hall from top Premier League clubs. Don't miss out on any of the action. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.